I've got another amazing one for all the listeners today. First off, thank you for listening. I do appreciate the views. I hope that the message is helpful, insightful, put some dollars in your pocket, helps you grow, helps you learn from mistakes that I've made so you don't have to repeat my mistakes. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. If you're new to this channel specifically, my name is Joshua Elbow. I have a business coaching business. And if you're interested in starting a new business, there's about $10,000 plus, so like $11,300 in cash bonuses that you can get that it's not a loan, it's not SBA, it's not, you never have to pay it back, as an incentive to start the new business. So if that's one of your interests, email me at summitsme@gmail.com to get more info on that. But the point of the video today is going to be a great quote I heard. I was listening to an audio on YouTube earlier, and not to just regurgitate what I heard, but to give you my specific example of how this has happened in my life exactly. And the quote was this: motivation doesn't lead to action. Action leads to motivation. And ironically, I had just been on Facebook and I saw a young lady had posted a photo of her fitness journey of 3 years or 6 years. And one of the girls in the comments was, "I'm too depressed to find any motivation," or something. And I've made other videos about depression. And one, I think it's extremely almost disrespectful and hurtful to people that have depression, like that truly have depression, that aren't just lazy, to people that have had traumatic experiences happen to them. And I'm not one to clinically say who does and who doesn't, but I think it's extremely disrespectful. I would say unethical for people that are just lazy to say, "Oh, I'm depressed," but then they take no actions to do anything about it, which means they desire to be in the state they're in, which is why they have it, because the pain of growth they see as more, the pain of potential failure is higher than the pain of the comfort, because the comfort zone is where the dreams get killed. So I saw the comment right after I just listened to this audio, and I was like, this is a perfect example of why motivation doesn't come until after actions are taken. Because if your motivation came first and then you took the actions, everybody would be rich. How do you find this motivation? Whereas anyone can take actions. You don't need to be motivated to take actions. You just need to take the actions. If I want to make more money, at a worst case scenario, if somebody's listening to this and they say, "I desire to have more dollars in my bank account," they can go work at McDonald's and make $10 an hour. That will put directly more dollars in their bank account based on their time. They may not want to work at McDonald's, ego barriers, whatever the case may be, but if they want more dollars in their bank account, there's minimum wage jobs for that reason. For the 15-year-old, like for beginner skill sets, or no skill sets, for example, because that's what minimum wage is, just minimum skill set. So how I see motivation coming after action is because I was thinking of examples of the times that I've closed extreme sales, be it $1,000, $20,000, $50,000. The times that I close these sales, when they first close, is when I'm the most motivated. I close a deal, and it's like, this is incredible. I can do anything. It's all these amazing positive state of being feelings, like positive emotions, positive feelings, incredible feelings. Imagine having somebody say, "Okay, here's $20,000. Incredible. I had 2 of those this year. One for 50. Like, that's separate story. But like, imagine that. And this is nothing. I can't wait till I'm doing $1 million deals, $1 billion deals. I got to think bigger for those. But imagine that feeling. And if you had those feelings, imagine a $1 million deal, imagine a $1 billion deal, depending on where you're at. Because I know there's plenty of people that are ahead of me. So when you're imagining this, imagine hitting that number, and you've given the value. In a sales example, whether if it's a job example, maybe getting a check. If it's a date example, maybe getting a kiss when you're taking the girl home, or she says she'll be your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the case may be. Whatever the examples of successes that you've had. And if you say you've never had a success in life, you're lying, because just being born is one. Being born in America is an even bigger, like the genetic lottery of someone born in America, let alone in any nationality, is incredibly high when you compare it to anywhere in the world. So let's go back to the imagination. Somebody gives you you close a $20,000 deal, $50,000. You close a $20,000 deal, and that's the biggest deal you've closed today in a single transaction. The most motivated I've been is when those happen, because it's finally come to fruition. But I couldn't possibly feel that motivated if I hadn't taken the action before I was that motivated. Because I'd never have the sales skill sets and the communication skills and the investing or speculation skills or the business skills. I would never have any of these skills without taking action prior to feeling like fucking doing it, prior to the feeling of motivation. I would never have gotten to the motivation. So if you're sitting around and saying, oh, I'm not motivated to do these things, you'll never be until you at least try. The win, the fucking win of life is in the effort and the trying, because the sooner you fail, the sooner you have the deals that don't go through, the sales that don't close for whatever reason. You get to learn and critique on those. And that's how you get to those $20,000 days. And that's where all the feeling of motivation is so fucking incredible. I wish everyone could feel it. Like in that, like driving out, like walking out of those, driving home from those, whatever the case may be. The feeling is absolutely incredible. And I want everyone to have that feeling because of how amazing it is. But you'll never get there. No, you can't possibly get there. If I hadn't taken the consistent action when I didn't want to, when I wasn't motivated to stay in on a Friday. It's Halloween right now. You want to know what I did tonight? I practiced stock trading for about 2 hours. I listened to a Trump Think Like a Billionaire audiobook. I listened to another audiobook. It's what would be 3 something in the morning right now. I haven't gone to bed yet. Now, do I feel like ironically, I do feel like doing this at this point in my life. I do feel like doing this. Like going out does not excite me at all. However, when I was in college and everybody was going out, I knew where I wanted to go. So I knew it's so simple when you know the actions you want. So I guess maybe another side note of this is you have to have the goals in place and daily meditation, daily gratitude, but mainly daily goals and daily direction. Because if you don't know what your goals are, you'll get whatever you get and you won't, because you have no direction. So that's a whole nother topic. I guess I'll make another video about that. But no, find your goals. I guess 1, 2, 3. Find your goals. Take the action. The motivation will come. If you look for motivation before you take the action, you probably will never get there. And life is a terrible thing to waste. Absolutely horrific thing to waste. There's my take for the video today. Hope it puts some dollars in your pocket. That's the whole point of this channel. Learn from my mistakes and make some fucking money, baby. Again, thanks for listening. If you want to get hold of me specifically, the best way, my Instagram's logged out right now. So the best way is email me at summitsme@gmail.com or leave a comment below. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up, please. I appreciate those. If you don't like the video, leave a thumbs down, but let me know why. I know it helps the algorithm out if you don't like the video, and you let me know why, but then I can make the videos better. Or if you just think I should stop making videos. If you give a good enough reason, perhaps. If I'm doing more harm than good, but I think I'm certain I'm doing more good than harm. So take care, everyone.